What a night. Why can't you just lie there when you can't go to sleep? Up and down all night. You know for a fact there's no helicopter outside the window. There's nobody singing or drunk in the garden. If it was happening, you wouldn't be able to hear them anyway. I've told you time and again, it's all in your head. But it's always the same. Light goes on, toss off the duvet, stomp over to the window. Heaven knows what next door must think. Wouldn't be so bad if you could keep your voice down a bit, but 2 streets away must hear you. Every night. No one would believe that you're deaf, that you hear so much when you're supposed to be deaf. They're starting to take the mick out of me at work. They're asking us what's got me so tired. I daren't tell anybody that my wife keeps me awake because she hears singing in helicopters. Are you listening? Mary! I don't believe this.
What are you doing? You scared the life out of me.
Have you got your hearing aids in? Have you heard a word I've said?
What are you annoyed about now? What did you say? I haven't got my hearing aids in. I left them out because I've got a splitting head. I didn't sleep much last night and my ears are sore. It was so hot yesterday I thought they were going to melt in my ears.
You never slept. You use any excuse not to put your hearing aids in. Put them in now before I say another word. I don't know why you don't put them in when you get up. You know you can't hear anything without them.
Are you speaking? You put the paper down.
I said, I don't know why you don't put them in when you get up. You know you can't hear anything without them. It's me who has all the hassle trying to make you understand. Not that it's much better when you've got them in, but at least you know I'm talking to you.
Will you calm down? I can't understand what you're saying when you're mad. You're talking too fast.
Give me strength.
What did you say?
Nothing, it doesn't matter.
I know what you're thinking, but there was something out there last night. The noise went on until the early hours. I wonder if next door heard it. I'm exhausted. You wouldn't think I'd been to bed.
Oh, I know you've been to bed. In and out of it as usual. So does half the street. You'll have to get something done, Mary. See the doctor or something. I think you're losing your marbles.
The barbers, did you say? You'll have to remember it's closed half day on a Saturday.
No one mentioned barbers. I said marbles. Oh, never mind.
Oh, do you have to clash them in the sink? No wonder I'm always buying cups.
I thought you were deaf. Deaf when it suits you. You can hear when you want to.
What did you say? Will you look at me when you're talking?
You're going to have to go see someone or I'm going to end up as daft as you. It's not just you that's hard of hearing. We know lots of people who are deaf and wear hearing aids, but they don't have the carry-on that we have. There must be something else wrong with you. Not wanting to go out, so miserable. You've changed.
Of what?
You've changed. Go see someone. You're like an old woman. You need to get a grip.
I know you're fed up, but it's no picnic for me. They were lovely when I got them at the hospital. Can you hear okay, she said. It was lovely. I could understand her as clear as a bell. But when I got out, oh, you don't know what it's like. The racket, the traffic, the people, dizziness. I felt ill. I got used to them though. I even managed at work for a while, but then I was no good on the phone and I couldn't understand anyone. I've never felt so stupid and useless. Shouting or turning sound up just makes things worse. If I could just understand what people are saying to me. Oh, I can see the embarrassment on their faces. I'm all right sometimes. I'm okay with you.
But you're not though. I don't think you're using your hearing aid properly or any other stuff that you've got to help. I don't know anybody else who has any trouble using a loop system or an amplified phone. Our Bev's asked a few people and they think they're great. I bet it's you that's the problem.
I know you're fed up, but what can I do? The social worker was lovely, but she can't help it if I don't fit in anywhere. I couldn't cope at the Hard of Hearing Club. Oh, the noise. It was a wood floor. Everyone was chatting. They all seemed to manage okay. I couldn't understand a word. All I got from that was a splitting headache.
I mentioned you to the doctor when I went about my knee, but he wasn't too concerned. He said it was tinny something or other. It's not serious. Probably with you going deaf. You just have to forget about it.
I wonder if our Beverly calls today. She used to call in on her way to the shops. She doesn't bother now.
Well, can you blame her?
She's being distant with me. I thought I'd huffed her, but I can't think what I've done. We used to be so close. I know I haven't much to say since I've had to finish work, but I still like to hear the gossip.
You're imagining it. She's worried to death, same as me. All this with you, the noises, tiredness, headaches. She thinks the same as me. It's not just 'cause you're deaf. In any way, she knows how you hate having to ask people to repeat themselves and get yourself in a state when you can't understand. See what I mean? We can't do right for doing wrong. I'm not surprised she stays away. I wish I could.
What was that?
I didn't say anything. Ah. It's your son.
Oh, tell him I'm asking after him.
It's your mum. She's just sitting here reading a magazine. The door. Someone at the door. Can you answer it?
I can't. I don't. What if I don't know who it is? You go and I'll hold the phone till you get back.
You don't even try. I'll have to go, son. There's someone at the door. And your mum daren't answer it. You alright, Barry? Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, see you next time. It was Barry from the fishing club. I'm glad it was me that answered it. They still don't believe us from last week. I was sitting in the pub having a beer and I was supposed to be with them at the end of the pier.
Okay. Well, how was Lee on the phone? What did he have to say?
Nothing much. It's Saturday. Do you want to go into town?
What did you say?
Into town.
I can't understand you.
Town!
Down? Down where? I don't understand what you mean. Don't shout.
I'm going out. Do you want a cup of tea or some toast?
No thanks, I'm fine.
What time did you come to bed last night? I never heard a thing. Me head never touched the pillow.
You just gone and Lee ran. He's getting used to talking via type talk. We had a good chat. He was asking if I'd thought any more about trying for a deaf dog. I think he meant a hearing dog for the deaf. Then I watched another DVD.
You've seen them all, haven't you?
Not with subtitles, I haven't. It's like watching them for the first time. I don't know how I managed before.
Well, we were both to blame. If I hadn't moaned about the subtitles, we might have persevered.
I still struggle sometimes. if I'm watching a murder. I know who's done it, but I can't see what they look like because I'm too busy reading the subtitles. I've been told it gets better.
That stuff in the bedroom that helps you relax. I'm getting used to it. It smells like a woman's handbag at first, but the last lot isn't so bad. I hate them candles and all that, but anything's worth a try, and it seems to be working.
I didn't have much faith in it at first, but with that and the breathing exercises, I'm sleeping much better. When you think the nights I used to walk the floor, I really thought I was going mad, thinking it was the noises making me deaf, and it was the deafness causing the noises.
If it hadn't been for our Bev being at the end of her tether, we'd be no further forward. We both went mad when she said that she'd been in touch with social services. I'm pleased she did, though.
She said she'd get someone from Durham Deaf and Support to call, and that they would understand and try to help. She knew how desperate I was. I nearly stopped her coming. I thought, what can she do? But oh, what a relief it was when she did come. It was the first time someone really understood because she'd been there herself. She spoke so clearly. It was the first time in ages I'd had a really good chat. I felt like I was still me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The one-to-one sessions were just what you needed to start you off. Mind, she put me in my place a few times when I was mumbling to answer you.
The sounds I needed to understand speech were gone, even with a new digital hearing aid. That's why I couldn't hear as well as everyone thought I should. She made me understand that there were lots of others who struggled to cope the same as me. And the tinnitus, dizziness, depression, exhaustion were all down to my hearing loss.
The dealing with deafness was what made me sit up and take notice. I must admit I felt guilty about how impatient I'd been. None of us had helped much, but we didn't know how.
It was the first time we saw speech to text, remember? It was great to be included in something for the first time. All the advice and information we got. If only we'd known about text phones, note takers and access to work earlier, I might have been able to stay on at work, even part-time.
You'd have gone back to normal if the support group wasn't there, whereas now you go to lip reading classes, and who'd have thought that you would learn to use the computer? Anyway, I'm pleased things have changed a bit in here. I know you're still deaf, you still have tinnitus, I still forget and talk to you with me head in the fridge, but our life is a lot better than it was. There'd have been a murder committed if we hadn't got help from somewhere. While I remember, the meeting about the new road has been changed for 6 o'clock. Give people a chance to get in from work. I said we'd be there about 1:45.
We? I'm not going. You know what I'm like in crowds, and I can't understand what's said.
This is important. If it goes ahead, it will devalue our house, and the old folk in the Warden complex will have a major road to cross for the shops. You're always on about it. It's always the same. Everyone wants something done, but no one puts themselves out to turn up at the meetings.
And you know why? 60% of them in the housing complex couldn't catch what was said at the last meeting. Some of them wear a hearing aid, and the places never have a loop system or carpeted floor. The ceilings are all high and the acoustics are terrible. So for those who can't use a loop, there's nothing. Every time we get a letter, they ask, do you need transport? Do you have dietary needs? But never do you have communication needs. It's not just people who are deaf like me that struggle to understand. Sometimes people with a slight hearing loss find it difficult understanding speakers in a large room. When I can go and understand what's being said, I'm happy to go. But I'm not going to sit like a tin of milk just to make the numbers up.
Okay, I know how you feel, but it won't get any better if you just moan to me. Anyway, I have to get a move on. Pete's coming to look at the car.
Who?
Pete.
All right. I have to get moving too. Bev's coming round. We're going to the shops. I wish I dared go by myself. I'm great now in the shops, even when I'm getting served. If I don't understand, I just ask them to write it down. It's just that once doing it alone. I'm terrified crossing the roads, and I'm still a bit nervous if I see anyone, but I'm not bothered about telling anyone I'm deaf now.
Oh, you're doing great. She doesn't mind anyhow. It gives her an excuse to go out for a couple of hours.
She was asking if I thought any more about getting one of those cochlear implants the doctor mentioned.
Sound fantastic, don't they? Have you thought about it?
Yes, lots. Yesterday I thought I am not having an implant. Today I thought I am. I don't know what to do. It's taken me all this time getting used to being deaf. But when I do decide, it'll be because I want it, not because everyone says I should.
I'm going in the garage. Give us a shout when you go out.
What did you say? Cabbage?
No, garage.
I can't see what you're saying. Take your glasses off and look at me when you're talking.
I still forget, and she still gets mad. But we're getting there.